Blunt Universe, Blunt World, Sports World, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm the host with the most here to brag, boast, celebrate, and toast. I am Taye, the loose cannon Adams. It's a whole bunch of different topics, a whole bunch of different subjects that we're going to be on today. So let's get ready to light this blunt, pass it around, huff, puff, do whatever you want to do, but sit back and enjoy this session. Now, the first order of business I want to say is please continue to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and hit that notification button whenever you feel free and want to get a lot of these videos. Anytime they upload and hit the street or hot off the presses, you'll be the first one to get it first. So please continue to support my race to 100. We're at 86 or 87 right now. The last time I checked this recording, any little bit of help, everything is greatly appreciated. And thank y'all very, very much. First thing we're gonna go into Taye's picks. Now, pay attention. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, a Cincinnati Bengals fan, New York Giants fan, or a Houston Texans fan, you will not be watching football this Sunday. Because why? There's a bye week. And I'm going to look at it as all four of these teams need this bye week right now, going into a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Good thing about bye week is you get to rest, you get to recuperate, you get to study, and all of that other stuff so you can come back and be a stronger team. Right now, at the moment, the four teams that I just mentioned, the Bears, Bengals, Giants, and Texans, right now the Bengals are the only one out of these teams that look like a real threat in the playoffs that could possibly make the playoffs and be a real good contender going forward. The rest of these teams, don't see it happening. We in week 10 unless some miraculous turnaround come about. I don't see these other teams doing it. But now we're getting into the Taye's picks for the Thursday night football game heading into week 10. Before I outline the Thursday night game, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 division games. Anybody that has watched this channel has known and will see that I love division games. They play harder. There's more at stake. Everybody's trying to win the division. You win the division, that's a solid, solidified, stamped, and approved playoff spot, no matter what seeding you in. So right about now, we're going to go into it. Right about now, the Thursday night game, we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens to win this one. Miami is a real big disappointment this year. They're supposed to do something. They're supposed to do a little bit better now. In the beginning of the season, I actually picked the Dolphins to be the second best team in that AFC East, right behind the Buffalo Bills. But it seemed like the New England Patriots is creeping up on the come up. They're trying to let everybody know and see that, hold up, even though Brady's not here, we still got Mac Jones, and Bill Belichick is still the coach. And anytime Bill Belichick is on the sidelines, watching, lurking, stealing plays, whatever you think about him, he's a threat. But with that being said, a little bit off the subject, I'm going to go with Baltimore over Miami. Now we got Atlanta at Dallas. I'm going to rock with Dallas on this one, even though they lost last week to the Denver Broncos. It was a much-needed loss, and they could readjust their defense. They could readjust whatever problems that they had going on. Atlanta is too iffy. To me, Atlanta is too up and down. They'll have you thinking that they're going to win a game, then come out and lose. They'll have you thinking that just because they're losing, they're going to lose, but then they come out and win. Too much inconsistency going on in there. So I'm definitely going with Dallas. Now we got our first divisional game, Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. I'm definitely going with the Colts on this one. They've been showing a lot more light, showing a lot more promise, showing a lot more anything and everything that's possibly good. Jacksonville got their second win of the season last week, but it was their first win on American soil in a long-ass time, dating back to probably sometime last year. With that being said, the Colts is just looking a little bit better. Expect for Jacksonville, they haven't really been too consistent. I don't see them winning back-to-back games, but I see them losing a lot more games back-to-back. So now we got Cleveland and New England. I'm definitely going with New England on this one, because New England just looks like the more complete all-around team. They're getting better, starting to click. Everything is coming full circle. Cleveland right now with their problems with Odell Beckham and different things that's going on. Nick Chubb is out. So, by the way, at the time of the recording, I don't know how true this is, but it did say that Odell Beckham Jr. did sign with the Los Angeles Rams. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, and I'll go correct my sources. But that's what I read at the time of this recording. Going on to our second division game, we got Buffalo at the New York Jets, basically Meadowlands in New Jersey. Look for Buffalo to go in. Upset and lost. Didn't score a touchdown last week. Game was lost by field goals, but won by field goals with Jacksonville. So look for Buffalo to bounce back and look for the Jets to always be historically bad right about now. Now we got Detroit at Pittsburgh. There's no elaborate way to say this, but I'm going with Pittsburgh. Why? Because not Buffalo, but Detroit. I mean, Detroit sucks. You could count on them to lose. Could they go 0-16 again? That'd be the second time in a franchise history. Who knows? I mean, Detroit should probably just do away with the whole franchise. I mean, sorry, Detroit Lions fans and my peoples in Detroit. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all know what y'all do for me. But if Detroit do get a win, it won't be this week and it won't be against Pittsburgh. Now we got New Orleans at Tennessee. I'm definitely going with Tennessee over this one. Both teams doing good. But even with the loss that they had at the running back position and picking up Adrian Peterson, who still got a little bit gas left in the tank, look for Tennessee to try to keep scratching his way all the way up to the AFC South. They should win that division with no problem. So I'm going with them. Now we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Washington football team. I'm going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't look for Tom Brady to lose too much back to back or to lose too much at all. He's still a threat at 44 years old. He's still the GOAT. He still know what he's doing, and that's just that. Plus, overall, offensively and defensively, they're better than Washington, so that's my pick. Carolina and Arizona, look for Arizona to still be leading the way over Carolina, even though they just signed Cam Newton for the rest of the year. I got Cam shaking off a little bit of that rust, and he's going to get a win for his career, but it won't be this week. Don't know if he's starting yet. Be on the lookout for that. Now we got Minnesota at the LA Chargers. I'm definitely going with the LA Chargers on this one. All around, just better team, better quarterback, probably a little bit more consistent than Kirk Cousins can be. Minnesota, not a bad team. They just can't click, get it together. They have moments where, they got people scared of them, and then they have moments where it's just not so scary. They're actually scary to watch. So, that being said, definitely, definitely going with the Chargers on that one. Okay, now we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Denver, Mile High. Honestly, Denver coming off a good win against the Dallas Cowboys. Teddy Bridgewater is probably the smartest quarterback in the league right now that don't get the credit that he deserved, but he will be getting his flowers soon. He had to bounce around a little bit, but I think he got a good fit in Denver. Now we're going to the Seattle game against Green Bay. So much stuff is uncertain about Green Bay, whether if Aaron Rodgers is going to start, whether if he's not going to start, whether if he's going to play, I mean. But we got Russell Wilson back, healed himself, got healed, and he's looking to make a statement. He's basically looking to let people know I'm still here, I'm still around. Don't forget about me. Speak up my name when you talk about elite quarterbacks like Russell Wilson, real good. Another division game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, before I get to this game, the next episode, not this episode, but the next episode, I will be covering, the dark cloud that's been going over the Las Vegas Raiders organization as a whole, from John Gruden to the players that got themselves, involved in some stuff that they shouldn't get involved in. The only reason I'm not speaking on it now is because I don't have, all my notes. I don't have all the facts to even conversate on. And one thing I like to do, I like to pride myself in journalism. I like to pride myself in being resourceful. I like to pride myself in not giving false hope, false news, or any type of false narrative about anything that I put down in a very blunt sports podcast. So with that being said, I'm going with the Raiders because Kansas City hasn't found their identity yet. You would think that they would know their identity from being in back-to-back Super Bowls, winning one, and being in 3 AFC championship games. But right now, the Raiders, they're playing with a sense of urgency, a sense of camaraderie, just a good overall sense, period. And the Raiders always give the Chiefs, everything that they can handle. They give them all the smoke. They give them everything plus some. So with that being said, I'm definitely taking the Raiders over the Kansas City Chiefs because they just play with more aggression right now and just they play with something to prove. That's the Sunday night game. Now with the Monday night game, we got the Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers. That's a good division game. 49ers kind of inconsistent right now. I think they might be last in the NFC West, but the Rams right now with the addition of Von Miller on defense and with hopefully if it's true the addition of Odell Beckham Jr., it should be a good game. It should be a good pickup. But I'm still looking for the Rams to win that game as a whole. So there you have it with Taye's picks. A lot more NFL talk. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, please comment below and we could talk about it, debate respectfully, because at the end of the day, it's all about opinions. Nothing is really fact yet. I'm a fan just like you. I don't know it all. I just give my good predictions and try to see if it pans out right then and there. Now, another subject that I want to get on and talk about is Scottie Pippen. If you've been living under a rock and don't know who Scottie Pippen is, Scottie Pippen was voted in the NBA's 50th anniversary back in 1996. I think at the time, before the new list, the new 75 list had came out, he was the only Bulls player next to Michael Jordan that was on that list. Now that Dennis Rodman made it with the 75 list. But Scottie, I'm talking to you as a basketball fan, as a basketball lover, as somebody who's a fan of you. I don't know where any of this stuff is coming from. Obviously, it's coming from a truthful and a resentful place that you have in your heart, whether if it's for the Bulls organization and Jerry Krause, Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, or however you was portrayed in The Last Dance. I don't think, particular myself, I don't think that you were portrayed bad in The Last Dance. I think it had a good coming up, a good coming of age story with everything that you were able to accomplish with basically growing up with nothing in Arkansas. Scottie, you need to understand that you are important. You are somebody. You're a 10-time All NBA defensive team member. We could obviously point out the 6 championship rings that you contributed to. You're a 1994 NBA All-Star Game MVP. You have a lot of accolades about yourself, Scottie, that you shouldn't regret or be shameful about. I know I personally can't tell Scottie Pippen how to feel about Michael Jordan or any of the situations, but as a fan looking in, you ain't a sidekick. You're an Avenger. You're a super friend. You were on the 1992 Olympic Dream Team, probably known as one of the best teams ever assembled in any type of sports. Then 4 years later, in 1996, you was part of the Dream Team too. So you have 2 gold medals. Nothing to be shameful about. You went to Houston for 1 year, which was a debacle. Then you played a part with the Portland Trailblazers of making it real hard for the Lakers to finally get over that hump. You guarded some of the best people. You shut down some of the best people. And I just really like to elaborate and know more about where's any of this coming from. Michael Jordan, I ain't just saying this because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. No way, no shape or form am I trying to really defend, but Mike has said that you were the best teammate he has ever had on any type of level of his life of playing basketball. You got 6 championship rings right along with Mike and the rest of the Bulls to 2 three-peats. Got close to a Eastern Conference final the year that, Mike took off to play golf, baseball, get away from gambling debts, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. But you were the man in Chicago. And you just really need to understand that you are a part of basketball history. You're part of something special. You could say that you don't like how the last dance made you look or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't think that it made you look bad. It made Jerry Krause look bad because we all saw that you guys weren't ready to break up. Could have kept the thing going. Who knows if you could have went to another three finals or anything like that. But the fall isn't on you. I feel you did your job. You came in. You did what you were supposed to do. All right, Scottie. Nobody's taking away your accomplishments. Nobody's taking away what you've done. The only person that's second guessing Scottie Pippen is Scottie Pippen. And what I learned sometimes when we in our own brain and we get to overthinking, it makes us mad. It makes us feel unappreciated. And it has us looking crazy, sounding crazy sometimes, or just having to get to a point of conflict in order for you to get to the point of resolution. Scottie, I'm a fan of yours. I hope your book sells. I hope your liquor sells. I hope that the stories that you're saying in your book, they just ain't for shock value or to just try to create controversy because we know controversy, generates and creates cash. I hope you're speaking from a place of truthfulness, but right now it makes it seem like you're speaking from a place of bitterness. It makes it seem like I know there's guys that don't got championship rings that's probably looking at Scottie like the fuck is he complaining about? He's part of the 50 list. His jersey is retired with the Chicago Bulls. You're somebody, Scottie, in this world. And you had endorsement deals yourself. It wasn't just like you just didn't have anything and you was just attached to the hip of Michael Jordan and that's all you got and that's all you ever gonna be. No, 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 that's definitely not the case. We need you to understand that you got your roses, you're getting your roses, you're getting your flowers. Just enjoy everything that's going on right now. Like I said, I really hope that, first off, I want to say I know I'm looking rough right now. I ain't looking like Taye Adams, I'm looking like Grizzly Adams, but that's about to get fixed real soon. But what I was going to say before I interjected with that, like I said, on the next video, we'll be talking about the Raiders and everything that they're going through. We're going to dive deep into that. We're going to dive deep into the situations that's going on with the Suns and their ownership, the situations that's going on with Minnesota and Dalvin Cook and everything that's going on. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share. Trying to get to this race to 100. Definitely got to give a shout outs to Anubian Blaze, my whole family, my whole team, everything that I represent, everything that I stand for. Look for interviews coming real soon. I just want to say thank y'all and appreciate y'all for growing with me, for watching me, for being patient with me, for watching my progression and being able to lift me up anytime that I'm going through any type of degression. I want to say I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my team. Cousin Ty, what's up? What's going on? The whole fam. We just here trying to give y'all good quality entertainment. I'm here to merge, sports and music like how I normally do. And please continue to follow along with me. Promise that the videos will get a lot more longer, when I get into my different subject matter, everything that's going on. One thing I wanted to address right now, if you're on Facebook, you notice about like a week ago I got hacked. Don't know who did it. Don't know why they did it. I don't know if it was a personal beef, personal vendetta, or somebody just doing it for shits and giggles. I can't tell you that. But they tried to destroy some of the things that I made, some of my progress and some of the things that other people made in the progress of others. You're always going to deal with people that's going to like you, and you're always going to deal with people that's not going to like you for whatever reason it is. I'm just here to focus on me and the people that do love me and the people that do appreciate me. Hate ain't in my heart. Hate ain't in my speech. Hate ain't in my eyes. I don't walk around a vengeful, hateful person. I want us all to make it. Like I keep saying, this lane is wide open for everybody to do podcasting and to do anything like that. I support my city, Erie 814. Please stand up. Hashtag the city is mine. The city will always be mine because I'm coming for it. Shout outs to Jay Rastic. I definitely gonna nominate him, for the podcast award and things like that. Definitely shout outs to my guys over there at Trash Sports Takes, John and Ryan. Um, when one of you guys win, I win. We all win because we all doing it in the spirit of friendly competition. And it don't matter to me who puts the city on first, who puts the city on last. I don't have to be the captain of the yacht. I just want to be on the boat and ride my own wave. So, like I said, please continue to like, subscribe, and share. Go on the Nubian Blaze YouTube page, visit my page, visit the fan pages, the groups on Facebook. And with that being said, please tune in to next week. We're going to get a little deeper, dive into it, a lot more serious subject matter and everything that's going on. You know how much I like to talk about dumbass Roger Goodell and all the dumbass shit that he's doing. So please continue to support. Everything is everything. Love yourself, love yours. This is Taye the Loose Cannon Adams signing off, ashing out the blunt. The session is over.
I don't need a fucking cosigner to post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view. Whenever you charge him, I can I don't need a fucking cosigner to post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view. Whenever you charge him, I can